Tagovailoa, your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Dolphins on EA Sports.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now, the goal is to get to 10.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks in the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. They could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but game long.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season. Touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Tagovailoa and the they'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They are such a talented team of defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. Tua going to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. As he gets this down to 45. He gets 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Back to throw again.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
Touchdown!
Kadarius Toney,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go. Yellow, line.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On play action, here's Tua. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit. And let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
This has been a nice answer to to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On the set.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on second down. Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
It's Kadarius Toney and his New York Giants back out on offense. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them, no matter how many people are put in his direction. It just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Green, red, yellow, blue, check.
On play action, they'll throw. Ebron caught left side. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. First here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Gano for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Ready, set.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Tua. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And again, back to Kmet. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toe.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Tua now on first down. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Now a stoppage here, as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Show them what you got. This is your game, baby. Who's going to make a play?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Finds Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start. Got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of the first down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open?
They lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua, and he fires one incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play? We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Chase Edmonds with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PA's here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Sanders now to add the extra point. we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They begin with a run by Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll drop the throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
They got to walk that ball, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's rock. Let's rock. Let's do this, man. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. They ain't got nothing.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Sure, you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside it. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw. Incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. But that one ended up incomplete.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll look to throw. Robinson hauling it in outright. And they're going to get the...
so much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together. Get him the lead. Tua going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jackson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will. And as they take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Emmanuel Ogba that time, able to drop him for a loss.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd win in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, here's Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Tua. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Second and 8 coming up. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Ready, set.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
You want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together.
All 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 2nd and 1. And an incomplete pass. I'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Okay, right.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They'll set up a throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people try to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
He dumps it off to Barkley, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense got pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Caught out left side by Robinson. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, this from 34. Gano's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the Jets who were able to come away with the win at home. Aaron Rodgers leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Tyler Boyd with 3 touchdown receptions. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no short. In those first 2 quarters, definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Azeez Ojulari able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day. This many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now will bring up 3rd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Emmanuel Ogba picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Jamie Gillandale, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Dolphins will begin this drive. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work.
Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Okay, ready?
On first down, Tagovailoa. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. I have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up. Are going to happen. They're an but in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
His back is more dependable safety guy. Games are back to him. His first rate was covered. Just like everybody commit. So the play results in no game.
They're going to look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here's Jamie Gillen down as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that. All
the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. It doesn't always work out, though.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Play action, now it's Tua. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That's a staple of this offense. Drag round to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Ready, set.
Tua now on first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 21 yards away as they have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding a his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They had no answer for that right there.
Sanders on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Looking to throw. And that, nearly picked off. But looking a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. After the turnover, it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a give to Edmonds. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the balls.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance.
Partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive at 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Finding room in midfield. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays. They did a big right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Miami set to take over. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got his man, and it's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Pause here for an injured player. That's Kenny Galladay, who's in some pain out there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready.
Second and 1. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Barkley going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw, and it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Eric Ebron from 3 yards out. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Giants 24.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Here's Tagovailoa on clean. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Edmonds. Oh, what a move. 56 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. A throw left side taken in by Komet. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys, so they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run with Edmonds. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 29. On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Giants ready to come out now. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Two and now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back,
everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. They've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's Edmonds, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down when his run worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They run with Edmonds. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving out for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Big hook up there, forced to throw on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They run it here with Edmonds. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Edmonds. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Running left, here's Edmonds. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he holds the football. Man, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Giants going to take over again on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
He didn't just deny a big play there. He picked that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And the lopsided affair finally coming to an end. And really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were. And how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for Miami, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.